I think when I was in college, it felt like advocating was really, really important to me, but I also wouldn't have called it advocating. And we've had this conversation before, but for me, telling my story was exactly that. I was telling a story and I was telling people about my story. And sometimes that included advice that I had when people asked me questions, but I was no expert. I was no, be all end all of everything. And people asked me my opinion about something and I would share my thoughts. And I think that became that became the work I do now. But I don't think I intended for it to be this type of advocacy until I realized that's what it was. And then I stepped into it with a different type of responsibility. But for college, I don't think if you had asked me most of college if I would have identified myself as an advocate so much as a storyteller or as an educator or really just as a sharer of my experiences in hopes of allowing others to also have similar experiences of being themselves.
I think the thing that is one of your sparks deep inside of your being is the ability for you to grab onto agency. And I think anyone who tries to be an advocate without already having grounded their agency is probably flailing. The first thing you did was grab your agency, and the agency to go to the eating disorder center, the agency to go and continue the fight to be a swimmer, the agency to stay on the swim team, which crossed over into advocacy for others without even you knowing it. That was courage. That was different. People look to people that have the ability to bring up that agency. And by so doing, suddenly they become an advocate, because just that bit of being able to embrace your own agency and then do it in a way that's public and kind of vulnerable becomes advocacy. And that's what you've done really. I mean, that's what I'm most proud of.